Jack 7, limper happy table, limp limp, I complete. Again, I'm complete. I'm getting 7-1 pot odds. I cannot not complete this hand. This flop completely missed me, so I am giving this. I'm giving this up. Okay, we got Queen 8 in a small blind. Check. Okay, Margaret flat calls on the button. I'm getting 5-1 pot odds. So I complete, and I flop top pair with OK kicker. So I think around 240, which is a 50% of the pot, should take it down, considering it is a somewhat of a draw heavy flop. I go 240 and I pick that up. Now Jack 10. Here, so let's look at the situation, because we're approaching a bubble pretty quick. There's total of 5 players left, and I need 2 of these guys to get knocked out. Let's look at this. Boris is a chip leader. He's got 3,500. This guy's he's got 640. This guy's got 3,000. This guy's got 3,000. So we're all pretty much even in chips here, and we're on the bubble. Now I know that this guy does not want to get knocked out quite yet. Blinds can have anything. Boris got us out chip, so in this case I don't really want to shove, mainly because again, I don't want to shove if everybody folds to me. If somebody flat calls, I would fold here. If somebody flat calls, I'm not going to raise with Jack 10 on a button. But it's also I can have an argument why I should raise, but I'm not going to get into it right now. So they folded. So I think that I like about the 345 bet or so. So I just want to take the blinds down without investing a lot of money. And I believe that if I was to go 375, then Boris will not bring this guy in. This guy might shove. I don't know. I might even call his shove with Jack 10, or might even fold, but following my intuition, Jack 10 is not a shove. It's basically me trying to pick up the blinds, because every chip counts right now. So I made it 345, and I did pick up the blinds. Okay, now we're on the button. We're on the bubble, you guys. There's one person to get knocked out to make it in the money. Okay, so here's oh, before that, here's I want you to see this hand, which was really weird how it got played out. I found this really interesting. Okay, watch. I fold, Boris flats, Matrix folds, and a Platinator min raises in a small blind. Folds, and Boris calls. Okay, flop. 10 of spades, 4 of diamonds, queen of spades. Dry heavy board. Anyway, I'm not getting too much into details, but watch how this goes. This guy is betting 450 into $750 pot. He raised, so I'm thinking he's got an ace queen. That's what I was thinking. You know, he's got an ace queen, but if he does have ace queen with the flush draw and a straight draw on the board, considering Boris did call him and Boris does have him out chipped, if he's got an ace queen here, 450 is way too light of a bet to represent ace queen into 750 pot. He's you know, the impression that I got that he has made some kind of hand, and that he's trying to extract as much money as he possibly can. But what he's not doing, and he's not thinking about what the other guy can possibly be holding. So I think he's thinking, I'm going to go 450 into 750, and Boris is going to fold, and I'm just going to pick up that 750. Okay, but that's not how that happens. Okay, so Boris flat calls. Okay, three of spades peels off. Okay, which completes the flush. So if Boris had the flush or the flush draw, he's obviously not going anywhere. Okay, so watch what happens. And he's betting 300 into 1650. That is absolutely horrible bet. Okay, and what is going through his head? Okay, I got something, but I'm not sure whether he's going to call or not. So I'm going to bet 300, and I'm definitely not putting him on a flush, even though it is a huge possibility that he's got a flush. But he's betting 300 into 1650. So if he did have ace queen, I'm hoping that he's got ace queen with the ace of spades. But what I would have done in this case, I would have definitely checked once that 3 peeled off, and if for some reason if he does fires, then I would have to lay down whatever the heck that is that I got. Okay, so he flag calls, brick comes on the river, so he goes 300 again, you know, and he's leaving behind 50 and 25. Now remember, we're just even in chips. Okay, so if Boris had a flush, he's not going anywhere, and he's just chipping away. So watch what happens. Boris shoves all in. He's screaming, I got you dominated. Because I know he's not going to invest all this money in unless he's got the nuts. So, and look what this guy's doing. He calls. He calls with 2 pair. And not only Boris had the flush, second nut flush, he had the royal flush draw. So he's definitely not going anywhere. And if he would just, okay, hypothetically speaking, if he would have just checked here and Boris flatted, he would have saved himself some chips, and he would have had almost 2,000 chips left. Or if he would have played even smarter, after 3 peeled off, he would have saved himself another 300. A horrible, horrible, horrible play. But we're on the button. I mean, on the bubble. Okay, I got 9-10 in a small blind, and I completed, and Boris checks, flop completely misses, we're giving up this hand, and Boris decides to overbet the pot, betting 600 into a $300 pot. There's no way that I'm betting he can possibly have a 6 or a 4 or even over a pair, and I'm not gonna get into. I'm not even thinking about calling.